hadn't slept for more than 2 hours at a time in over a month. I had to find another way to get more sleep and still nurse my infant. I decided that I was going back up to my own bed and that I was taking my son with me. Bed sharing and co-sleeping are controversial parental methods. We often hear in the news about co-sleeping deaths, and the media unfortunately leaves out quite a bit of important factors that contribute to this. In 2016, the American Academy of Pediatrics updated their safe sleep recommendations to include laying the baby in a supine position or laying it on his back, laying the baby in a firm bedding surface, room sharing without bed sharing, avoiding overheating, and avoiding the use of extra fluffy bedding. In addition to this, SIDS can be reduced by avoiding the use of alcohol, illicit drugs, and excessive smoking by the parents as well. While the American Academy of Pediatrics feels that bed sharing is unsafe, I tend to disagree with them because research has shown that it is quite beneficial. While there are risks involved with bed sharing, I hope to shed light on the benefits and make you feel that you would be able to bed share with your child safely. In this speech, I will review the pros of bed sharing and also illustrate the ways that we have been misled by different studies in the media. People argue that co-sleeping and bed sharing is extremely dangerous and it's an easy way to suffocate baby. This is not always true. Many facts are often left out. Parents use many reasons to co-sleep with baby. The number one reason that's reported is breastfeeding. If you're breastfeeding your baby and you're sleeping next to your baby, you don't have to be fully awake to feed your baby, which leads to better rest for mom and better care for baby. Breastfeeding has a 45% proven rate of reducing SIDS. Breastfeeding was also proven more protective against SIDS than formula feeding. Bed sharing also strengthens the bond between parents and baby. Babies need sensory comforts such as the mother's touch, smell, sounds, and movement. The baby can get all of this if the baby is laying right next to mom, rather than if the baby is in a different room completely in a different bed. Many factors contribute to co-sleeping deaths. It's not as simple as just the parent falling asleep and rolling over on baby. In 2011, the American Academy of Pediatrics said that studies do show that bed sharing can cause overheating, rebreathing, airway obstruction, and head covering. While this is the case, they also failed to report that using alcohol, using drugs, and excessive smoking are huge contributing factors as well. A controlled study from 2003 to 2006 also showed that only one SIDS-related death was related to any of these factors. When all these factors were missing, only one baby died. When a baby's in closer proximity to mom, that means that you have a better chance of saving baby if something goes wrong. It's common sense that if baby is in the same room with you, you'll have a better response time to save baby. On the opposite end of this, unfortunately, if the baby's in a different room, in their own bed, you could be too late. The media likes to play on our fears. Using babies for this is perfect for the media. They never tell us the full story. We hear terrifying tales of people falling asleep and rolling over on their babies, but what does the media not tell us? In a 2014 article on Today.com, it showed that studies did contribute bed sharing to a higher risk of infant deaths. However, they left out and didn't analyze any of the figures that included alcohol use, drug use, or excessive smoking. In my opinion, how can this study be valid without using all of the information? The Milwaukee Journal took things a step further when they created a billboard depicting a picture of a baby laying on its side in excessively poofy bedding with a machete. I have several problems with this. The first one being, no parent is going to lay their baby in poofy bedding on their side when every parent knows how to lay their baby properly. Secondly, no parent is going to lay their baby with a machete. And thirdly, this fear-based reporting is just another way for the media to further their agenda to show that bed sharing is dangerous. Parents are aware, consciously and unconsciously, that baby is in bed with them. The Today article quoted a mother as saying, "I always knew he was there." And I agree with her because I always knew that my son was with me as well. The media makes bed-sharing parents out to be the worst parents in the world. The Today article seemed to disagree and also stated that this is often not the case. Bed sharing is a parenting choice, just like how we choose to discipline or feed our babies. And we need to stop judging each other based on our decisions as parents and start supporting each other. As you can see, bed sharing can be done safely, resulting in better rest and better bond with baby. I know that I've given you a lot to process. I hope that I have demonstrated the pros of bed sharing and also illustrated how we've been misled in the media. I know that this might not affect you right now, but I hope that when the time comes, I've given you enough information to show you that you can safely bed share with your child and get more rest. This was the best decision that I have ever made.